Hey, folks, slight heads up. The footage you're about to see is actually old. It's from 2023. I'm only after getting around to checking, editing, rendering, and releasing it now in January 2026. Though I don't know when it's actually coming out. There's been much of a backlog before, so probably actually still January, actually, yeah. So, but yeah, I do ask for your forbearance. Looking back on my old work, I'm rarely ever happy with it. So, I just ask for your forbearance. So, thank you, and I do hope you enjoy.
Hello, my name is Demetrius of the noble family Fitzarmon. Why would noblemen live in a dump like this? The king has taken my estate from me until such time as I can show my family crest to him. Why would he do that? Well, there's an unsettled rule of chivalry among the Varakian aristocracy, where each noble family possession of a unique crest, which signifies the honor and lineage of the family. More than this, however, it also represents the lawful rights of each family to prove their ownership of their wealth and lands. Family crest is lost and family status handed to the current monarch until the crest is restored. This dates back to times when there was much infighting amongst noble families and their clans, and was introduced as a way of reducing bloodshed that was devastating the ranks of ruling classes at the time. When you captured a rival family's clan, you also captured lands and wealth. 1, 2, 3. So where's the crest? Well, my 3 sons took it with them many years ago when they rode out to fight in the war against the undead necromancer, his army in the battle saved Varrock. For many years I'd assumed them all dead, as I had heard no word from them. But until recently I heard word that my son Caleb was alive and well, and trying to earn his fortune as a great chef in the lands beyond White Wolf Mountain, though I know not where. Before starting this quest, be aware that one or more of your skill levels are lower than what's required to fully complete it. Combo levels also lower than recommended 55. I'll still started. Okay, I'll help you. Thank you greatly, adventurer. Also, if you find Caleb, please let him know his father still loves him. Hawks. What the hell are these cats you've seen? Oh well. What? Actually, I've got no time for this. I don't want to talk to you. Stay away from that manhole. You have business down there. How dangerous. Someone left this manhole open. Hello. Who are you? I'm Toby, the taskmaster for the Varrock Achievement Diary. So the diary helps keep track of particular achievements in Varrock and surrounding areas can help discover some quite useful things. Eventually, with enough exploration, the inhabitants will reward you. You can see those tasks in the side panel. Mine some iron. Make a plank. Under the second level of the Stronghold of Security. Jump over the fence out of Varrock. Chop down a dying tree in the Lumberyard? What? Chop down a dying tree in the lumberyard. Buy a newspaper. Give a dog a bone. Spin a bowl in the pottery wheel and light it on fire in the oven in the Barb village. Speak to High Helen after obtaining at least 50 kudos. Craft some runes from essence. Catch some trout in the river Lum at the barbarian village. Steal tea. You know, if this is something the people of Varrock can put together, they must really hate this tea stall person. Like, Jesus. There's an 30 to use. Jesus. Someone in Journey course right here. I'll be able to do it without having to go all the way to the goddamn gnome village. Anyway, I need to just go in here. Rubber circle or disc of glass. Weird. They don't sell knives. Let me just double check. I need a knife to fletch, right? Yep. Up the ladder in the Varrock General Store. Sword and stone. Interesting new way to display swords for sale. Actually, I forgot to bring money with me anyway, so. Stock longbow. All into arrow shafts. I'm just gonna chisel. Because I'm annoyed with them, I'm doing it onto their bed here. So, like, their bed is just gonna be covered in wood shavings. We'll never get it all out. Now, fletching of 2. I'm now a total level of 225. Completely blanked on what I said was saying a moment ago. Ooh, ton of feathers. Use and use. Those arrows. 15 fletching apiece. Now make bronze javelins. Yeah, doing this is gonna skyrocket me through the levels. It's 5 XP to make the 15, then it's 15 XP to turn them into headless arrows. Excuse me. Ooh. Hit 15, I can now use oak logs and get 30 arrow shafts apiece. See, I get very distracted in this game. It's like, ooh, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that. I don't have any metal to work with, so... My wood cutting is now 9. I can't make arrowheads, so I'd have to go mining. So in this case, I'm just gonna go cut down more trees and get wide selection of logs. I could wield a steel axe. don't have a better axe here, do I? No. Better pickaxe, but not that. About 2 grand. For buy items. Axe. Steel axe. This is weird. Just copy and paste the same thing. What was the other thing I was gonna do? Another one should kick off now. Looks at the second line. Oh yes, I remember now. Just going to put that T up. They actually stopped. Fee expected. He needs fee. The Grand Exchange charges a fee for selling most items. It's typically 1% of the amount paid for each item, or 5 million coins, whichever is lower. For very cheap items, a 1% fee rounds down to 0, so you don't pay any fee on them. When you offer items for sale, the menu shows how much money you'll receive once the fee is paid, and now it's calculated. However, you may receive more money than expected if the buyer is offering a higher amount. When this happens, the fee is calculated off the amount they pay. A few items are completely exempt from fees, such as bonds and various basic tools. No fee is charged when they are sold. And there's the next one. Are they bots? What the fuck? I just kind of put that up as a joke, really. How many people are even playing this game anymore? Like, they have the stats up. It's like, oh, 100,000 people are playing currently on servers. But are they actually people? Like, for its spate of time there, a fair bit, judging by how many levels I ended up getting. Someone had hacked my account and then microed really hard on it. I didn't use magic that much. I had favored melee, and so my magic skill was a bit subpar. Ooh, 10 wood to cut it in. Can now cut down light jungle. I ended up with a 99 magic. So, like, how many people here are actually legitimate players? How many are you can get an event can happen with any field of wheat. I missed out here actually on one. Basically, wheat can like spin into a whirlpool, and you can hop through a portal. But yeah, I'm just wondering like how many fake accounts are there, or accounts that are macro. Now we'll do the black axe. Just like the relative quietness of the game, and the majority of the comments here being just copy and paste like that. You know, just it feels so fake, you know? Just does not feel right. And the point I was making about them being at it for a while, it's not. It seems to take a while for the mods to catch it, you know. Oh, I can now make a canoe, paddle canoe. Nice. Basically, like you saw there on the river, there's a tree with two like wooden struts next to it. I can cut that tree down, carve it into a canoe, and sail down to Umbridge now. But yeah, it's the point I was making about that was just simply that if you're cheating like that, you aren't caught like straight away. There's a clear time delay between you doing it and you getting caught. So it's just after that happening to me twice now, and it just has me wondering like, is it like, am I walking past people that are botting right now, you know? Because you could be walking past them and not even know. Oh, that's new. Oak at 15. I think that with oak you can get multiple logs per tree. It's just like I'm also after coming from WoW and FF14 where there's, if you're in a city or whatnot, there's going to be chat going on. So it feels really weird coming back to like RuneScape, where it's a quiet game, even when you're in the city. Cities are very different compared to the other games. It kind of feels very much in a sense that you're still out in the world in RuneScape rather than in, say, WoW. Because wherever you are in the city, you will have the city chat. But in RuneScape, you only hear people if you're near them. So, yeah. There is no city chat, there is no city. Cities just behave differently between the two games. That's all.
Hey folks, I was kind of tripping over myself there. So, post-commentary. In WoW, there's like city chat, there's zone chat, there's LFG, there's multiple different, you know, wide chat channels. But here in RuneScape, you have to stand near someone, next to someone, to hear them. It's very different. It makes it feel much more isolated. the other point I was trying to make here was my account's been banned multiple times. I've gotten hacked multiple times. And so I can't help when I'm playing this game to look around and wonder, is anyone else being hacked here? Is anyone else being forced into being a macro gold farming bot? Because that's what happened to my account. The first time it happened years ago, I got 2 accounts of macro gold farming on it. Then my account got banned. I got it unbanned. I recorded a session, or sessions previously. You know, the initial old school RuneScape series on my channel. I recorded that. Ended my sub, and I off played something else. Came back and my account was banned again. Again, because someone hacked it and went macro. So I can't help but look around and wonder, like, see that guy running there? Is he hacked? Is he being made to macro? I can't help but wonder every time I look around the place. Just got me paranoid and twitchy. Oh, this is music from Incompetech, Kevin MacLeod. What's it called? Day of Chaos. Correction. It could be Day of Chaos and Come Play With Me. Tail end of Come Play With Me, potentially. I did a few takes, and so I was just more focusing on saying what I was trying to say than the music. But yes, it's certainly Day of Chaos, but also maybe a little bit of Come Play With Me. I just want to properly credit Kevin MacLeod. He does good work. And it's all for free, so yeah. If you look up his name there, you'll find him, and you'll find his site, if you want to use any of these yourselves. Completely royalty free, just credit him. Or you can pay him. So,
I keep getting tongue-tied. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, just with that happening to me all those times, it just gets me wondering, like, how many people running around here are legitimate? Were they legitimate accounts that have gotten hijacked? Were they never legitimate? You know, it just has me paranoid now. Yeah, it's better to make the arrow shafts. Unless you get better XP from, like, stringing the bows. But carving the bows gives the same amount of XP as fletching. Maybe, you know... Oh, wait. Maybe actually putting the string in will give you better XP, but I have no idea. I'll just keep doing this. It's working so well so far. Here, back in a sec. Hey folks, sorry. I know, I just feel really awkward talking about this. But yeah, just after what happened to me with getting hacked, it just has me wondering, like, is anyone else here currently hacked? Is anyone here not hacked, but intentionally and deliberately macroing? How many people here are actually legitimately playing the game? Because it just, in my online circles, I don't really see anyone playing RuneScape. You know, I don't hear talk of this or interest. There's like one guy on my Twitter list that I've seen acknowledged, and that's it. He showed a screenshot of him, well, of his laptop, the game, and his sandwich. And that was it. Also about Jagex spying out some game and tanking it. Ace of Spades or something? I don't remember what he called it. Some team shooter, and it did not do well under their care. Or so he said. I may get more XP for dealing with the, like, stringing the bow and whatnot, but one crucial difference, I have the feathers right now. If I want to deal with the bow, I would have to go and get, maybe I would have to get bear meat, I'm not sure. But I would have to go bring it to a wheel and turn it into sinew. But I didn't need to prepare the sinew. And then I could use it as bowstring, if memory serves. Don't actually have enough feathers now. One thing led to another there in my mind, and I just remembered a manga I remember reading bits of before. Rio?
Hey folks. I keep doing post-commentary after post-commentary attempt, and I just can never be quite happy with it. I was talking about a Ryu there. I'd seen bits of it floating around. IRYU. Also called Teen Medical Dragon. It's a sexy medical drama where some of the characters are, hot. There's also sex. But they also sex up medical stuff. Like, you wouldn't look at it for accurate medical knowledge. Like, one guy used a vacuum cleaner instead of doing the Heimlich maneuver. He wasn't trained in the Heimlich and reasoned he could do more damage doing something he was never trained to do. So he went with this, but I don't think a vacuum cleaner is standard. Would be within the acceptable repertoire for a doctor. Well, meanwhile, in another section I saw, they used ripped wires out of a car's battery to use it as a defib. It was medical Jesus doing it. It was perfectly fine. But yeah, it's very dramatic, medical drama kind of thing. The main thrust of it is talking about like hospital corruption and like flaws within the Japanese medical institution. Like the docs there don't get much training. Like, they were claiming, 20 patients to become a specialist. Well, in America, it's over 100. And shit like this. And, they would end, I've seen the ends of some chapters. You turn the page, and it's full black page, and in white text, sins of the Japanese medical institution. Doctors are happy when their patients die, as it means more free time for them. Or, other issues, And sometimes it didn't even match up with the chapter, apparently. So there's such a you read some things and it's just a story, but other things have such a vibe to them. It feels more like a guy's working at a garage, but as he's writing it or drawing it or whatever, there's he's working at a garage through it, And that's the vibe I got off it, off the bits I saw. Sadly, there's no English translation of it. The bits I saw floating around were just, bits. And while there is a show on Prime, it's... I don't know if it's here in Ireland. I also don't know how closely it sticks to the manga, either. So, meh. There is DVDs for Rio, the show, but they're fucking expensive. For season 4, it's 40 quid. They do have subtitles, and it's an all-region DVD, but it's still 40 fucking quid. So it's a bit expensive. The bit I've seen of Ryu is good, certainly, but yeah. I'm not sure if it's worth that much though. So, yeah. Somehow I doubt the manga will ever be translated. Somehow, I doubt it. Again, a wet dream of mine is to have my own translation place. I call it a wet dream because I hate a lot of translation work that gets done within the gaming industry and otherwise. So the wet dream would be I would actually be able to have competent staff competently translating it. The real wet dream would be that I get to kill them if they start fucking around and fucking it up. Making them eat their own legs, it seems like a good being able to make them eat their own legs seems like a good way to prevent them from completely butchering and changing characters. No, maybe that's just me. Like, I was... I've talked before about, I've spoken about translation issues in a variety of things. It's fucking frustrating, because I want to see what the original writer wanted. I want to see what the actual intent of the work is, but some dickwad is instead rewriting it all and passing it off as the real thing. And when this is done for an official work, it's probably not going to get retranslated. Rarely does it ever get retranslated. Blue Archive is the only time I've ever seen it get retranslated. In this sense, Dragon Ball Z got retranslated when they brought out Kai, apparently. But even then, I think I remember hearing someone was saying that it's still flawed in some way. So yeah, my wet dream will be having my own translation studio and having it done fucking right. Fire them out of a fucking cannon if they fuck around. Like in the Elden Ring, they got that mistranslated a bit of you know, the half wolf guy. They mistranslated a bit they mistranslated a bit of his gear's description to work it into a Frozen reference. And people started theory crafting off this, though someone clarified, no, they just fucked around. It's fucking obnoxious. So yeah, my wet dream would be to have my own translation studio, and that way I could make damn fucking sure they did it right. If you're curious, the music you're currently listening to, I'm not sure what songs played, because I've been doing attempt after attempt after attempt, so I don't know where and starts. But it was potentially Land of the Phantoms, certainly Land of the Dead, and currently Measured Paces, all of which by Kevin MacLeod. Kvin space MAC capital L EOD. So there's 3 capital letters there. He does, if you look him up, you'll find his website. It's like in Computech or something. I'm certainly saying that wrong. I swear I heard it wrong as a kid and it just stuck as that. But, wished past me. Wished. But yeah, he does tons of royalty-free music, so check him out if you need it yourself. But yeah, I did this post-commentary as I wasn't really happy with my initial take of it. I felt awkward saying stuff about Ryu. The, like, you know, I was saying, like, there's a vibe off the page of, like, this, like, bitterness or something. Yeah, I felt awkward because what if I'm wrong? But it just, like, that's just how it read to me. The little bit I'd seen. It's how it read to me. Just like a guy there was just such, there was some vibe off it. The heavy committing to teaming and just something about it. It just felt like, you know, like Ayn Rand, she used Atlas Shrugged to get her philosophy across. You know, people have like writings and work and to get their like something else across, via story. It felt like that, you know. And this may not be a philosophy, but shitty scene, but still, that's just how it ended up feeling. The guy, Akira Nagai, I was reading his name a moment ago. Um, yeah, sorry, Akira Nagai. He is actually a doctor. Was actually a doctor. He died in '04. Um, he was a doctor, medical journalist, and writer. So, yeah. It's funny that there's no English version of it, because if you actually look at the cover of the manga here on Wikipedia, there's English on it. Um, Only to cure the disease, not to cure the sick. They don't even notice the fact that leading part of the scene of medical treatment is a practice. The something something of a university hospital made many doctors of this sort. Still, they produce those doctors. Maybe I'm. It's very small text. Maybe I'm missing a word or two there, but it's a little. Feels like it turned a little into English at a point, but. But yeah, I felt awkward saying that about the vibe I got off it. Because what if I'm wrong? But that's what I felt seeing it. That's the vibe I got. So it'll be not like I said, not that it matters, given that the work's probably never going to get translated. It finished in 2011. Like the guy died in '04. Oh, jeez, it was only out 2 years when he passed. But 25 volumes, Jesus. But yeah, I know it feels like it's been out long enough that if it was going to get translated, it would have. There's so many works out there that are great and never do. But being fair, given the state of the translation industry, would they even be translated well? Would they even be translated accurately? There's a recent, uh, maybe scandal's too strong a word, but kerfuffle feels a little too weak, about some translators, despite characters in English saying Merry Christmas, they translated it in the subtitles as Happy Holidays. There's been a recent kerfuffle about that, so maybe it's a good idea that it's never touched. Because, like I said, it's only going to get done once. You know? Things don't get retranslated. Blue Archive is the only time I've seen something get retranslated. Apparently, Dragon Ball. Actually, was this in this take or the previous take? It's all blurs together. But apparently, Dragon Ball Z had translation issues. They butchered things stupidly. They outright rewrote things. Some of that got fixed in Kai, but I'm not sure if Kai fucked up in other ways. And those issues with Z are still there. So it's so fucking obnoxious. Why can't people just do their fucking jobs? Like I said, it'll be wet dream of me to have of mine to have my own translation studio, own company, and we fucking do it right. Or I make them eat their legs. I give them the concrete sombrero. I know, it just feels like translators will fuck around the moment you look away, so you kind of have to keep the jackboot on them. Like the dogs they are. So, it's just frustrating. But anyway, my psychopathic tendencies towards translators, well, localizers aside, butchers aside, I hope you are enjoying RuneScape thus far, and I do hope you join me again soon. I'll let Pass Me take over. But yeah, if you can watch Iryu, I would suggest giving it a shot. Like I said, it is on Prime, and there are DVDs, though they are way too expensive. Like 40 quid for one season. It's ridiculous. And I doubt it's even a long season. Like, if it's 20-something episodes, it could be justifiable. It's still a bit expensive, but it's, there's a fair number of episodes. Fair bit chunk of time you can spend on it. But somehow I doubt it's that long. But if you can watch it on Prime, give it a shot, If it's on like the bits I've seen of the manga, it'll be good, I just don't know how well it'll get adapted. It's not like there's magic or whatnot in it. The characters are just very dramatic. Like, one guy does image training before he does a surgery, so he has the right image in his head for what he has to do. And he doesn't just do it like a normal person, if anyone normal does this. He has to stand wearing only pants on the roof of the hospital. But not just the roof, but like there's a standing area with a wall. He's standing on the wall on one leg doing the surgery in his mind. So, yeah, very dramatic. But yeah, if it's on like the manga, with the bits of the manga I've seen, it will be fun. So, give it a try if you can on Prime. But till next time, folks. Nota bene, I'm not sponsored by Prime, nor Iryu, or anyone else. I'm just simply saying something that Pass Me brought up, but wasn't fully confident on saying. And kind of fumbled it. So, I'll let Pass Me take over. Hey folks, just a quick little addition. I had music here from Kevin MacLeod. I don't know what was actually in this episode, in this section here, so I'm going to read the last few songs, and probably read a few too many to cover my ass. Nervous Piano, Night of Chaos, Quinn's song, A New Man, Quinn's song, First Night, Quinn's song, The Dance Begins, and currently, Red Letter. Now, that's probably too many? Actually, no, maybe not. Measured Paces could also be in there, if I didn't say that. I did talk a fair bit, so it's actually possible that they were all in there. So yeah, Measured Paces, Nervous Piano, Night of Chaos, Quinn's song, New Man, Quinn's song, First Night, Quinn's song, The Dance Begins, and Red Letter. These are all by Kevin MacLeod. Kevin, capital M-A-C, capital L-E-O-D. That's first name and surname. Kevin MacLeod. I'm probably saying the surname wrong, but I really don't know. If you look him up, you'll find his site in Computech. I believe that's how he said. I remember hearing that, no, you're mispronouncing it, it's this, but I don't remember which is which now. So, but yeah, he does we're gone on to The Dread. He does royalty-free music, so give him a check out if you need royalty-free music. I could probably just do this during do this through text, but I know I felt like it's just saying it. Sorry.
I started talking about something there, and while I'm perfectly happy with it, I'm just like, well, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? I was talking about a manga, and there's a certain tone to it that it made it feel like this isn't just a guy writing a story. This is a guy bitter about something, He's expressing more than just a story. He's writing a story, but it's his own personal experiences are influencing it, or You know, it's just sort of been impacted by something that happened. Give me bananas to think this isn't cute. But while it felt like that, I couldn't find anything to say that was the case. Like, it was just something about how it was wrote. Something about it just felt that way, you know? Yeah, banana. Do I want to do any more fletching? Not really. I should probably go get a full set of steel armor. But yeah, just something about what I was reading, it just felt like they're making a grander point, but I started getting a... little insecure in case I was wrong about it, because I couldn't find anything that explicitly stated as much, you know? It was just like a vibe I was getting from it. So, yeah. Poisonous berries. Homemade spinach tea. God, it's nostalgic to be playing this again. But yeah, I couldn't find any explicit stating as much, so I started feeling like... I just started getting awkward about it. But I'll let future me decide. I'll probably drag my ass on editing it, so... me in a different headspace can take a listen to it and see what I think. Oh, bird's nest. Clue nest. You open throw away the tabby nest and find a clue nest inside. Clue scroll inside. Talk to Try the Tramp in Varrock. I know I was saying that I wasn't interested in doing more fletching, but I'm just kind of still going. can't remember if I actually finished a point in what I was saying. I'll say it here, because I think I am going to leave it in, you know, like, fuck it. I don't think I said anything wrong. I was saying that... 16. Oh. Rick Turpentine. Today is your day, Sarah. I'm donating to victims of crime to atone for my past actions. Uncut emeralds. But, so many of those vents, I won't say the rate of them is very scaled up. But, fuck it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying that basically, I'm being vague here because part of me is still not sure if I'm leaving it in or not. And I don't have to make it yet another part to check. Basically, it's no surprise if a guy was bitter if half the stuff, not even half as bad as what I ended up giving as examples of what happened in the story, happened IRL, you know? Even if none of what I listed happened, but stuff about half as bad happened, no wonder he was there was a sense of bitterness from it. And if I end up leaving it out, I may just cut the audio, I may just cut the footage altogether, I'm not sure. Again, I'll leave it all up to future me. So, Charlie the Tramp. It might be by the entrance, I think. Battery's down here. Carry. Oh, here it is. Please, sir, can you help me? What can I do for you? We need a cooked trout. Sure. I'll be glad to help a person in need. There's a stove over here. Range. Completed Charlie's task. Go back and give him the trout. Here, fish for your troubles. Give Charlie the trout. Gives you a new clue. Thank you so much, sir. Buried beneath the ground. Who knows where it's found? Looking for you, a man named Reldo may have a clue. Well, Librarian of Varroc's Palace. Raldo the Librarian. Hi, Raldo. Come to ask you to help with something. What can I do for you? Cusco. Ah, do you know about hot and cold clues? I don't. Ah, you used a strange device to tell how far away you are from the place you need to be. When you get to your destination, you dig. Well then, use the strange device to feel where your destination is and dig. Oh, we leprechauns have a shed where we keep them. It's a magic shed, so you can get riders back from any of us leprechauns whenever you want. Saves you having to carry loads of stuff around the country. So, yes. Spade. Hand this stuff back, too. This is hot. I think the guards will just kill off those dark wizards. Turco. Name of the last Roman monarch. Dandy Canoe Man. Don't tell me the dig spot is here. I'm just gonna look this up because I may just end up standing around here for ages. This device doesn't damage you, but the other device, the Master Clue Scroll one, does. When you use it, you actually do take damage, so you can't spam it like I do. $14 XP. The It looks kind of different to me, honestly. But yeah, the cow field over there is meant to have a Kutskro end there. I was hoping I wouldn't have to go all the way around. That's why I kept putting it off. But yeah, somewhere around here you would have those gyrocopters, and you could like fly around to member zones and see stuff. But they had some... The devs didn't feel right on it, so they removed it after a time. I don't know when. But yeah, these guys give more XP than the peasant, than the man, woman. They give more XP than them, but they don't give as much as the stall, and the stall is guaranteed. Guaranteed with no health risk. Though I suppose the stall won't give you any money, and does not give you the same like pickpocketing stuff either. Farmer's enemy. My god, I just can't pickpocket this guy now. 63 coins. You've obtained a casket. Center leg protection. Or chaps. Better than no armor. Nature room. Your treasure is worth around 684 coins. There's a ton of cows and cow calves here. I remember the calves. But, could you stand still, jackass? I could just walk around here and slaughter them all. I got 15 XP there once. It seems it's not giving an exactly 14. Smells like a barnyard down there. Well, it is right next to a farmer's field. Maybe it's where they store their subterranean cows and livestock. You know, I'm still feeling awkward from that. Like I was talking about that manga and whatnot. I still feel awkward from it, even though I may or may not leave it in. Maybe it's just a bit of anxiety. I'm just been twitchy as of late. Just nervous. Just heightened anxiety for some reason. I don't know why. I've been struggling with it for the last couple of months, and it's been getting worse largely. There's been fits of better days though. Something. Level up, level 15. I can now steal dairy bells from cow bells from dairy cows, and I can now steal from ham farmers. Dairy cows here. Oh, steal cow bell. Cold War to start this. Got 108 coins from that. The getting coin pouches is a new thing. I certainly don't want to go down there without reason to. Okay, so what level agility am I missing? $31. Oh, dwarf cannon started over there. Huh. You want everyone to feel comfortable showing their own colors, just like a rainbow. Bob the JGX cat. Wonder if the cat will still be there. I want to say this place got a graphical update. An enigmatic cabbage. Talk to Bob. Well. Oh yeah, I need the talisman cat speak. Here was a guy. He told a lie, so he swung him from the gallows high. The hat's a dead giveaway. Contemplating running all the way over to the Tree Gnome Stronghold to get some agility training in. If it means that my stamina will last longer or something. Keep going. I forgot to give this spade back. I think the spider's been genetically modified. Huh, Valador. Other benefits of this skill include faster run, energy restoration, and ability to obtain a graceful outfit. Yeah. So I want to train that skill. Because this is tedious. Okay, there's the Gnome Stronghold Agility course and the Brimhaven Agility Arena. Some obstacles in the arena require 20 or 40 agility pass. Yeah, I'll just stick with doing the gnome one. I'll just go deposit things first. Okay. It seems like that campfire is just permanently elite. I've also wanted to be playing another game. Some part of me is thinking of going playing, since I've played a bit of RuneScape now, going playing a bit of that. But I kind of want to stop playing this. Oh, right. No, you can get around if you go across the mountain. Thought for a moment that wasn't going to be an option. A depiction of the evil god Zamorak. Jesus. I knew that it was going to be rough getting across, but I wasn't expecting that. I need to remember how weak my character is. I want to change my mind on this. I guess I can't use that till I do a quest, and fuck that tedium. I just wanted to go train some agility. A vicious mountain wolf. It's not a multi-combat zone, so one aggroing on you is all you need. Wouldn't that mean that if you went through with a bow, shoot someone on a lower level, and you could use that to not get killed by them? It's only one hit point. Down here's Brimhaven. I suppose I could try the agility course there, but it's not the kind of thing I'm used to. It sounds fiddly. I prefer to do just the standard one, the one I know. You know what, I'm going to stop here for now. I hope you've enjoyed. Till then.